Alright guys, let's do this. Unfortunately, it's time to rate that abomination that we seen tonight at Hampden when Scotland fell to Northern Ireland, the Minnows, Northern Ireland, by 1-0. Welcome back to Fog Football. Don't really want to do this, but we are here. It is time to rate the players. It's so tempting to just go shite, and put a 0 across the board, give everybody a 0, but no, I'm going to look at it objectively. I'm going to try and be fair, and we're going to see if we can come to some ratings here that are, a fair reflection of what we've seen tonight. But I don't think anybody will be getting higher than a 5 or a 6. That's probably as high as I can go. So with that said, let's not waste any more time. Let's just get straight into it. We'll start with Angus Gunn. I don't think the guy should have been playing, to be honest. He had nothing to do. He had nothing to do, but he didn't save the one thing he could have saved. But to be fair, I mean, it's went in the top bins. I can't really criticise him for that. But he had a quiet game. I'll give Angus Gunn a 5. I don't think he's not at fault for the goal. And he didn't have a save to make, so it can't really be any more than that. And he was part of a team that lost, a poor team, so he's getting a 5 for me. Patterson cost the goal, didn't really offer anything going forward. Bad mistake for the goal. I'm giving Patterson a 3. Not good enough tonight. And as soon as Hickey's back and Hickey's getting game time, he is a step above Patterson, and I think he will be slotting into that right back row. I think Patterson is decent for the alternative option for the secondary right back spot, but for me, I mean, Patterson at the night, the way he played, man, I was kind of hoping that Stevie O'Donnell would get brought on. That's what I was thinking anyway. We're going to give Patterson a 3. Cooper, I thought was pretty poor. I'm going to give Cooper a 4. It's same with Jack Hendry. I don't think they looked good in the first half. Anytime Northern Ireland got forward, I thought we could possibly concede. Yeah, the defence looked shaky. So Cooper and Hendry both getting 4s. Kieran Tierney, probably the best player on our team tonight. I think the only player that can maybe walk off the pitch without his head being in his hands. Pretty good. I thought he got better once Robertson was taken off. He's just so much better than Robertson going forward. And he does get compromised by playing in that left centre-back role. I think to get the best version of Kieran Tierney. Now, I give Steve Clarke credit for him fitting both Robertson and Tierney into this team, but I think to get the best out of Kieran Tierney, you really do want him playing at left back or left wing back, and we just don't really get that with Scotland. But I thought he played better when Robertson went off. I am going to give Kieran Tierney, I'll give him a 6. I thought he was alright tonight. Maybe that's a little bit too high, but I'll give him a 6 and whatnot. Robertson taken off, injured, didn't really do much, didn't really affect the game. Yeah, poor performance for Robertson. I'm going to give, he didn't even make it half time. I'll give Robertson a 3. Not great there from Andy Robertson. Gilmour, not as good as he was against Holland. Expected him to dominate this game tonight. I thought the fact that we were up against, weaker opposition, Gilmour would flourish tonight and really control this game, and it just didn't happen. So Gilmour is going to get a 5. McTominay, he wasn't great against Holland. He certainly wasn't great tonight. He scored a lot of important goals in our qualifying campaign, but lately he just isn't doing it for me, and I think he could be one of the players dropping out. We talk about like Lewis Ferguson coming in. We talk about who's going to drop out. A lot of us say it's going to be Callum McGregor. I don't know. The way things are currently going, could be this guy if anyone's going to drop out. I'm going to give McTominay tonight a 4. Again, just didn't do it for me. John McGinn. I mean, I love John McGinn, but he wasn't great tonight. Super John McGinn and his fat ass. I mean, what did his fat ass do tonight? It done nothing. I'll give him. I think if I give him, I'm going to give him again a 4. I'm not going to give him a 5. I'm going to give him a 4. Christie, I mean, why is he even playing? I mean, like, we were told coming into this game, oh no, Christie needs to play, Christie needs to start, Christie's the man, he can give us, that other option in midfield. He's got the ability to go wide, he's got the pace that the other players don't have, he can see a ball. Well, he didn't see shit tonight, Christie, did he? The only thing he's going to see for me is a 4. I'm sorry, but he just didn't do good enough. And Lyndon Dykes was a passenger. Now, I don't know if it's fair to blame him you could certainly argue anybody that we played up tonight would have been a passenger for the first half at least. But yeah, I just wasn't impressed with what I seen for Dykes tonight, and he is the striker. I expect more. I mean, we didn't really create for him, but still, I need more for the striker. I'm going to give Lyndon Dykes a 3. Right, that's it. There's the starting 11. Let's move on to the substitutes now. We had Lewis Ferguson. He came on just before half-time, replacing Andy Robertson. I thought he was... I don't know, I'm not going to say he was okay, but I don't think he was terrible. Is that fair? I don't think Ferguson was terrible tonight. I'll give Ferguson a 5. Up next, we have Kenny McLean. I mean, the only McLean I want to see is John McLean. I want to see Bruce Willis. I want to see Die Hard. I don't want to see Kenny McLean coming on. Never mind Die Hard. Fuck me, we are dying. This was terrible tonight. And this guy shouldn't have been in the squad anymore. He just shouldn't. I thank him for his contributions over the years. I thank him for that important goal against Norway. But, yeah. And no, he got another goal, didn't he? There was another important goal he got. Totally forget who it was against. But yeah, look, the guy scored some important goals. I'm not denying that. But I think we need to start building for the future, and we need to start phasing players like Kenny McLean and Stuart Armstrong out of this team, in my opinion, if we are going to go forward and improve. And yeah, for me, Kenny McLean, I'll give him a 4. Wasn't overly bad, but done nothing. Adams, fucking just like Dykes, he was pants tonight. He was pants. What did Adams do? I mean, he done fucking nothing. I'm actually tempted to give him lower than Dykes, but I'll be fair. I'll stick him at a 3. But Adams was really, really poor. Came on and offered nothing. From what I've seen tonight, I still think Shankland's number 1. Yeah, if Shankland came on later than anyone else and he didn't score, but from what I've seen over the last couple of games, I would rather start Shankland up front. I feel more confident with Shankland in there. Armstrong, fuck me. Jesus Christ. I'll give him a 4, same as Kenny McLean. Done nothing impressive. I think he's lucky to get a 4. Could easily go lower than that. But I don't want to, let that bad result cloud my judgment. I'm trying to be fair. But honestly, I think a lot of these players are fortunate that I'm only giving them 4s, because I don't know if they've done enough to earn that, but he's going to get a 4 for me. Shankland, I thought he was the best striker at the 3, but he wasn't great. I'll give Shankland a 4. I mean, it is what it is. At least he got on the end of a couple of things, but he had one shot that looked like it was going in, but ended up being blocked. And now we're going to move on to Steve Clarke, the manager. For me, this is the worst game I think we've seen in the Steve Clarke era for sure. There's been some poor performances and some poor results, but I don't know if there's been any as bad as this. I remember losing to Ireland 3-0. That was a fucking bummer. 100%. I was not happy with that. But tonight, at home, at Hampden, losing against Northern Ireland and just being as bad as we were, I think this is the worst result of the Steve Clarke era. And for me, he just didn't make any changes. He didn't mix it up. He brings in 4 goalkeepers. He continues to play gun. He won't start Ferguson from the beginning. I mean, Shankland's putting in an impressive performance against Holland, and he just drops him tonight. For Dykes, who done nothing. He brought Adams on before Shankland, and Adams done nothing. He keeps bringing on the same players as substitutes. Your McLeans and your Armstrongs. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Guys, so negative. We're getting beat off Northern Ireland, and he waits to the 70th minute to make the first change. I know Ferguson came on, but that was because of an injury forced that. He waited until the 70th minute to make his first change, and his change was like for like. He didn't even bring 2 strikers on. He just brought on Adams for Dykes. Really, really poor for me. I'm going to give. I think it's worthy of it's a 1. It's a 1, and he's lucky not to get a 0. I'm only not giving him a 0 because I like Steve Clarke, but I tell you what, he is on borrowed time. We have 2 more friendlies before the Euro 2024 opener against Germany, and we need to see improvements. Maybe even results aside, but we need to see improvements. We need to see better performances on this pitch. It just was not good enough tonight. I'm not picking on Cooper, but I just don't really know why he got brought back in. Like, Cooper not for me. I think he needs phased out. He's kind of part of the McLean Armstrong clan, in my opinion, where they kind of just have overstayed their welcome and they need to go. So, yeah, guys, just really disappointed tonight. There's my player ratings. Don't really want to talk about it anymore. It finished Scotland 0, Northern Ireland 1. At least we're going to the Euros, but the way we're playing right now is not going to last long. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. It's been Fog Football. Peace.